Baby dolls, if you are down on a coin, price quote down, and it hurts to look at, and maybe you heard the coin from another friend or another mainstream influencer out there, or maybe you heard it from me, maybe you think I like it or whatever. If you just price quote is down, that's it. It's down. There's no apology. There's no refunds. This is the game, man. You are stepping into the ring. You're a boxer. You've stepped into the ring. You know the other guy is going to try to hit you. And when the ref turns around, they're going to try to kick you in the nuts. That's what's happening here. The price volatility is insane in crypto. And yeah, we have one thing to go off, which is if you sell in a Bitcoin halvening year, statistically, you basically ruin all your chances. And you never know how far things will go. So you go back to 2012, 2016, 2020. The worst thing you could have done was sell in the Bitcoin halvening year. The worst. Even if you do a portfolio review and you think, oh no, this coin is not in favor of this season, there's something else. Yeah, that was the wrong thing to do as well. So none of us get any apologies. I don't want an apology from someone. This is the game, man. We're rolling dice. I mean, friends, the whole industry was founded off a rugger. Satoshi, you know that, right? Satoshi abandoned Bitcoin. He just left. Now, it survived and it went up, but he left. The guy just left. He rugged it. The whole industry was founded on that. Now, it was self-sustaining, of course, friends, but just think about that for a second. First coin. I'm out of here. Vitalik tried to step back. Now we have to bring him back in. No, come save it. This whole industry, man. Now, I don't abandon anything. It's a tough game, man. Friends, you're in a boxing ring and the other guy's got a gun. He's got a gun and he's got steel cap boots. So while the ref's looking, he's going to try to kick you in the nuts. And then shoot you. That's crypto, bro. So, yeah, this is the game. It doesn't mean we don't play. It's just that we know the odds, man. I say, yeah, 10% of the coins, they won't even make it to the whole bull market. They won't. You price that in by having multiple coins. Okay. Another thing. Just assume 50-50 you're not going to make it. Assume it's 50-50. It's not going to be like that. But just assume that. That's it. 50% of coins aren't going to make it. So you got to hold on to the other 50%. But you don't know which ones they are, man. SHIB was down 99% exactly 4 years ago. And then we did 1,000,000x. Now, obviously, that's a unicorn. Doge was down 94% against BTC exactly 4 years ago. Then it did at 250x. Okay. MATIC was down 93% against ETH 4 years ago. And then it did 180x. Obviously, the USD prices, right, of that. Axis hadn't launched. You see, there's thousands of examples. Heaps of examples. The same thing. It was just that, oh, you look like a scam in the Bitcoin halvening year, and then you have glory. But we don't know, man, because there's so many people out there. We just have no idea that they were going to be the ones that ended up moving. We didn't know. Otherwise, we would have played it differently, right? But markets are smarter, man, friends. Markets, they're updating themselves over time, okay? And like, let me just show you this interesting information that you would have never guessed. You know meme coins, friends? They did this over the past year. The top 10 meme coins have dropped an average of 63% from their peak. From their peak! So the average meme coin, friends, did 14x. That blew everything else out of the water. Meme coins, 14. The next ones were like real world assets at like 3. And then layer 1 coins were like 2x. They're all garbage, man. Meme coins did a 14x. Their average drop is only 63% from the top. It's a market telling us something, man. It's a market. It's literally telling us something. I'm just so happy we can actually do all this information, this charting, friends. This is MATIC, right? MATIC was down 93%, and look, it just rocketed as well. So, you know, look, I don't know what's coming in the next wave for crypto. No one ever does, right? You don't know. But if people abandon, then don't forget, man. Like, oh, I've got to play for you some pump music just to remind you. If people abandon, that's the biggest sin of crypto. Just leave, which kind of tells you. Okay, look, just reverse engineer that. If abandoning is the biggest sin, then what is the biggest miracle? Staying. It's your network, man. It's just crazy to think about. What's the best thing you can do in crypto? Stay, no matter what. That's believing. That's hodling. That's diamond hands. Stay. So, I know, because we don't give ourselves credit. We're like, oh, I'm just a person sitting around here. Yes, you're a person with attention, man. Friends, I remember when Facebook when Facebook was like in the early few years, and there were talks of it in the news media, and I wasn't doing investing or anything back then, but I would just hear about social media. You know, what it was 2008, 9, 10. You know, Facebook comes in on, who's this Mark Zuckerberg, this nerd kid coming out here. It wasn't making any money, but it just had all these users. And I remember saying, oh, Facebook's now hit like 3 billion in valuation, started at like 11 billion market cap. And I was looking at it and I thought, what a scam. How is something worth that much? There's no money. Because that's what all the mainstream news anchors were saying. Like, Facebook doesn't make any money, man. It literally makes no money. It's the next tech bubble thing. It's just going to blow up. It makes no money. And then lo and behold, what ends up happening, man? I'll show you what ends up happening. The open happens. Okay, this is a monthly chart for Facebook. Do you know this, friends? I remember this coming out and it dumped. It came on and it dumped 55%. Do you want to know why Facebook dumped here, friends? This was all the IPO from Goldman Slugs, JP Mosquito, and a lot of Facebook insiders. They actually sold their shares. Did you know that? People who had been the company for a long time, they sold their shares. Okay, and I remember one guy, you know, he just cashed out like $2 million for the employee or whatever, or $1 million. They're like, wow, because they hit a unicorn run, right? But then look what this guy ends up having to sit through, bro. Suck it. Oh my God. So congratulations. Okay, they sold here. You took your $1 million. If you just waited 9 years, yeah, you would have $15 million. Wouldn't that be great? You didn't have to sell everything. You could have just sold along the way. Now, this is where it actually hurts even more, because if you didn't sell, you wouldn't have $14-15 million. Now it's worth, oh my gosh, $20 million. So see, if they sold some of it, that's okay, man. Okay, you got $1 million. Take $100,000 profit. Take $100,000, man. Okay, and then next year, why don't you maybe you take another $100,000 again? See, August 2012, and then you sell another 100,000 here, and then you sell another 100,000 here. You would still have half your position, so you'd still have $5 to $6 million. You could just pay yourself $100,000 every single year, and you would have smacked it. But they didn't. Even they didn't even believe, bro. You're an employee of Facebook. You didn't believe? Nah. The rest of the market believed, though. That's why this thing ended up smacking up. So that's why, friends, I'm telling you, these network effects and how these things go, the market's smarter than just one person saying, well, you're just a meme coin, or you're just a crypto, you know, going up. The market is smarter than that, man. The collective pricing mechanism, right, which is from everybody participating, is super nice at what it can do. It's very, very nice, friends. It's very, very powerful. It gets very annoying because it doesn't give you a free lunch. So when the prices go down, there's a story attached to it. Also, when the prices go up, you think it's invincible, right? So I'm just saying, pay attention, man, because the market is saying altcoins that are meme coins were only down 63% on average. Okay, you have the list here. There's a lot of different ones here, right? These are the top biggest ones: Popcat, Floki, Whiff, Peppy, and stuff. You know, but so think about all other coins you have. If they're down more than 63%, and that's okay, man. Trust me, I got a lot of them too. But just showing you, you can use a signal, man. You go, whoa. Meme coins are only down 63%. What do all the layer 1 and layer 2 chains do, friends? They're like Pulse chain dropped like 83% from its peak. That's just Pulse. All the others, React as well. Cardano still down 90% from its peak 3 years ago. But memes, you know. If memes instead of 63%, if their average was down 90, 95%, yeah, it's basically game over. But they didn't. They didn't, because the community stays. But we know this because we did all the hard work and the research, man. We knew everyone is energetic about this. They're really energetic. It's just that everybody in crypto, they're like the boomers. They're calcified now. They came in, and we came in for this too, friends. They came in for older narratives. 2012, they came for fix the money, fix the world. Okay. Then there was Ethereum, right? The Ethereum smart contract platform. Then there was all these things that appear later on that grips everybody. You know, there's the Chainlink narrative, oracles and DeFi. That was another big one. But now things are moving on. And yeah, they're still going to be there, but I knew people caring about them. No, they're not. They're not caring about them as much. The market's spoken this year. Were people listening? No. But I don't blame them because it's so confusing. I made like thousands of videos going, hey man, everyone's buying meme coins. They're not coming in to buy a decentralization thing or a layer 2 voting governance thing. They're not coming in to buy all these. They're not. I wish they were. But hey, it's not wishing, man. It's the market, bro. We can't do anything, man. You're here to listen. It's kind of like, got to use that example, man. You're in the boxing ring. Maybe you don't like that the other boxer throws hooks. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you'd rather them punch at you straight. Okay, but they're throwing hooks. What are you going to do about it? Ask them to stop? So we're trying to just read patterns. But whether you can do something, just because they're throwing hooks at you, there are strategies you can do in the ring that can avoid that. Same with every other sport, friends. It's the same thing here. So, yeah, we're witnessing people, for some reason, choose this stuff. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily, okay, meme coins are down 63%. Doesn't necessarily mean they will be strong in that next thing going up. It doesn't, but you're trying to take an educated bet. That's it. You're trying to take an educated bet, and everyone says, oh, these things are super risky, and you go, oh, okay, maybe they're not. Why aren't they super risky? Well, I've gone through, friends. We've gone through so many highest value content here for you with very, very sharp elbows and fluffy slippers. I've told you so many times, man. The profit and earnings thing that people try to use in crypto is not working, man. It's not working. Look what happened to Facebook. Still did enormous money pumps for the stonk, even though the company wasn't making money. So because the people in know, man, people believe they're smarter than that. They know, oh, you have 300 million people, man. That's worth a lot. Do you want to know what else has 300 million people? Maybe Google, and they're worth that much. Okay, you have 300 million people using it. You're worth X amount. And then over time, once you have the people, they find a model, a business model to basically shill to their customers. So, but what a meme coin is going to do, I don't know. If we knew what the real answer was, we'd probably figure it out a way to make 1,000x on it. But we don't know what it is. We just know that, look, the hardest thing to do is to collect the hardest thing to do is to collect the customers, friends. The customers and people to use it. That's the hardest thing to collect. Once you can get that, though, the world's your oyster. There's getting to that point, that's the problem. The problem is, how do you get people to care? If you can figure that out, you figured out pretty much markets and everything and everything out here and product market fit. But people without, even have a good product, but no one's using it, which is like this tech and layer 2 governance voting stuff. Well, what is it then? It's literally just another leaf in the wind blowing. So we're just going to keep paying attention to these. I hope you learned a lot, friends. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, and I'll catch you next one.